Hello, my name is Igor Sandman. I'm a pixel artist. I make a pixel art piece every day. The topic of the day is Jim Carrey. Really love the actor. I picked this picture just because it looks a lot like him, not really because I like this specific film. But yeah, I hesitated between this and The Mask. The Mask is probably my favorite film of his. But he's very recognizable here. It's very much like him, right? You can see his personality through this pose and the expression on his face. Before I begin, I want to thank you for the great feedback I got from my Splatoon animation yesterday. It was crazy. Like, don't know if I can bring it up. Let me see. Yeah, here it is. I got 240 likes. You guys are crazy. That's great. I want to make more of them. I've been asked several times during while I was making my pixel dailies, like the 7 past months, I've been asked several times to make animations. And usually I get away with a joke and I don't do it, but now I decided to start making some. And since you guys seem to like it, it's even more a reason to keep pushing, right? So I'll keep making some. That being said, I still don't know how to record them, because when I've already talked about that. When I'm recording myself, I'm much slower than when I'm not recording myself. It's like 2 times slower, really. So I'm not sure how to make animations, because animation, they already take a lot of time. So I need to find a way, and I don't know. One way to do it would be to wrong button. One way to do it would be to wait. I'm thinking. I want to place it here. One way to do it would be to make an animation that doesn't require too much time. That's one way. Another way would be to be at peace with the fact that it's going to take a while, right? So I don't know. I need to figure it out. But maybe today I will try to animate this guy. Would be a great character to animate. And also it wouldn't be it's possible to make an animation that's very simple. I can see if I create this pose first, then I can have him stand normally and then do this. I can do that, I think. Let's see. I want to give him that hairstyle that's typical in this. I think that works. Or maybe I should just do it like this. It looks like, how is he called? Shit, I don't know what it's called in English. Astro Boy. That's how it's called in English, right? Right now he looks like him. Nah, I should keep that. Alright, I got the basic for the face. I will add some lighting to it. Something like this. I'm thinking brown eye, dark brown. Oh yeah, I need to make, well, I won't focus too much on the expression first. I want to make sure I get the eyes in place, and then I'll work something out. Doing like this. Or maybe I should just cut it here. He looks a lot like Astro Boy, but it's okay. So then I can do this with the eye, with the pupil, and create a face. Yeah, something like that. It's funny. I like it. And then I can add some detail here. I'm spending some time on the face. I want to make sure it reads properly. I want it to be recognizable. I think it's okay right now. I need to bring some lighting lower, I think. Yeah, I think he is recognizable, right? We can see who he is. Yeah. All right. Before I move on to the body, I want to try and get something down here. All right, I've got it. So now I've got the basic expression on his face. So what I want to do now is create a pose, and then I will use that as create a pose, and then I will, if the pose is working right and I still have some time, I will animate it. I will start with white, and then I will cut back on the white shape. With the shirt. I don't know what kind of pants he's wearing, but I give him some standard pants. I won't worry too much about the design. Alright, this seems to be working. So I'll check some online if I can find other pictures. That's Ace Ventura, right? Ace Ventura. Let's see if I can find a picture where I remember he has some weird pants and weird belt buckles. Oh my god, the face on this guy is crazy. I really love his expressions. Yeah, so I'll create you see, I could have picked this one too. I love it. But this one is more recognizable, you know? People know that picture. So I might give him red pants, like on the picture I just showed you, and I want to make a weird, try and make a very obvious belt buckle. Like, let's make it black, 2 lines, and then I will create a belt buckle on top, something very obvious like this. It will look like a pirate maybe. If it looks too much like a pirate, I will reduce it. But oh, I won't be able to add a sheen to it because it will look like the shirt behind. Well, the shirt, I guess. That's not working. Maybe darker will work. No. This is working better. That was the shape. Alright, so I'll remove this and maybe I will add it later. I'm pretty sure this will be too obvious. Yeah, I know it will be too obvious, so let's cut that. Let's do this instead. Oh, it's off center. All right, so I've got that. Now let's work on the pants. I want a dark red for the pants. Yeah. Trying to look at shoes, if we can see shoes on any. In films, you don't see shoes. That's a given. Yeah, I see some of it, but I will give him standard shoes. I don't want to draw attention from the rest of the picture. So maybe brown. Oh, not black. Just simple like this. Then what do I need? I need the arms and the shirt. Should I worry about the shirt first? And it's probably coming like this. That's nice. I don't think I need more. Like this might be too much. Let's keep it there. I might change it later, but now let's try darker. Now I need color, and I'm not sure I should use that color actually. Maybe I've got a blue background, so I need to be careful with blue, but maybe this with a little bit of some patterns. Usually I don't like patterns, but on these kind of jackets you kind of need it, right? Yeah, I'll keep that. And then I will give him skinny arms, I think. Not too skinny, but so this pose, wait, I gotta do it with the proper color. Let me look at myself in the webcam. So it's like this. So the thumbs are in the back, right? This thumb is hidden behind the hand, and this thumb is in the back. but I'm not sure I should make it apparent like this. Oh yeah, it works. So that's going to be my last pose. If I'm going to make an animation, wait a minute, I just noticed the here is too low, too high. Alright, and then the shirt is coming lower. On this side we don't see it. That won't be easy because everything is overlapping, and then on top of it I've got a hand which requires a lot of detail. So I need to make sure I make it right. I've got several. Well, that's working. I've got several tones I can use to do this. That's confusing, right? That's not how I should do it. I think that's working, but then again, maybe I need to remove that. Nah. It's not easy. I know it's going to be hard to paint this. Maybe focus on the forearm. I like a challenge once in a while. Yeah, this is kind of working. Yeah, that's working, but it's going to be hard to animate though, because there's a lot of variations. I've got 3 colors on this, and it's going to be tight to animate, but I know I can do it. Yeah, 1 pink dot here. Sorry if I don't talk much when I paint hands. It's very hard to paint. Yeah, it works. Now I think I have a problem of proportions. It's subtle, but it's still there. Let's see, usually I got a head that is 14 pixels high. Exactly it. Then usually 9 pixels here, which is correct. And it's even longer than my usual. I got usually 9 pixels, around 10 pixels for the legs. So I think it's working. I'm under the impression that the head is too big compared to the rest. Maybe I should try and make it narrower. Let's try like this. I think it looks more like him like this, right? Let's compare. Let's not compare. Let's try again. What am I doing wrong? There you go. Yeah, I think it looks much more like him like this. And I might need to make the face, the mouth bigger. But I'm not sure about that, maybe not. Nah, let's keep it like this. Alright, I've got my character. I will add a shadow, quick shadow. My usual purple shadow. I got a color for the shadow in mind for each of my background colors. I know if I use this blue for a background color, I use this purple. I don't think I will add any shadow and lighting to, not too much of it. I will add, I know I have some on the arms and the face, but I don't think I should add any on, or not too much on the character itself. Like maybe I can add some here. Here is nice. Maybe here. Yeah, it's looking good. All right. The belt buckle isn't reading very well, but I don't think I should worry about it. It's a detail. Alright, so I've got my character and I'm only 20 minutes in, so good news. I'm gonna try and animate this guy. So first I will change the timing for my frame. That's roughly 12 frames per second. It's not an exact number, but it doesn't matter. I do that so when I import it in my games I can just do 12 per second and it works fine. This is roughly 12. Alright, so is he centered? Not really, so I will do that first. Do I need anything in the background? What's in the background on the picture? Houses? I don't think I should add a background. I should keep it simple. Alright, so what I will do now is create all my keyframes. What I want him to do is stand in a kind of an idle pose, and then the next keyframe is this one, so he's like this. So at first, so I need two keyframes, and then I will make all the in-between animation and secondary animation. But first I need to duplicate this and come back to the first frame. So I got a keyboard shortcuts, a series of keyboard shortcuts and actions. The actions I just made, I called it duplicate frames, tied to F5. What it does is, I don't know, yeah, it's in that order. So first it selects everything, then it copies it, then it duplicates the current layer, no, the current frame, then it pastes what it copied on it, then it selects the layer that I just created, it hides it, then it selects the other layer again. So that's what it did. I select this and I press F5, it will create a new layer, copy what's in this one, paste it on the new one, hide the previous layer, and then select the current layer, like this. Boom. So hide this one and select that one. Now I need to come back. Alright, so I've got two frames. Right now they are the same. So this second frame here is this, and the first frame will be kind of the idle pose. So I'll start by changing the expression on his face. That's what's going to change the most, I guess. Then I need the arms to be facing down. I will completely erase them, so I'm not... I have a problem when I animate. I have a crutch that I use and I shouldn't use. And that crutch is, I tend to use my... One second. I tend to use existing frames that I already have instead of repainting things. It's much more comfortable, and I shouldn't, because it makes my animation a little bit more static and less... I'm less creative when I'm reusing the same frames over and over again. I know I shouldn't do it, but I keep doing it all the time. So these are my keyframes. I really love this this character is great. I love the air, the expression on his face. It's very JRPG looking, you know what I mean? But when I add the lighting, I don't know, something is missing. I don't think I should worry too much about it, but I have a feeling that this isn't working as well as it should. Maybe I need to get back to this color. Yeah, that's better. And this is probably too much. And then I can use that color here maybe. Or not. Maybe on the thumb. Or not. I keep pushing and pulling until I get what I need. I think this was right. Yeah, let's keep it as it is. I kind of like it. Maybe add... yeah, that's nice. And a little bit of that red around the shoulder. It's looking nice. Let's try and lower the head. No, wait a minute. No, it should be lower here. Yeah, I like it. Alright, so I've got my two keyframes. Maybe I can play a little bit with the shadow. Yeah, like that. Alright, let's save that. So now it's time to work on the in-between animations. And there's going to be a lot of in between, the animation between these two, and a little bit after this one. So I'm thinking, what would he do before he does that? He would blink, then raise his arms and lower the head. I'm trying to figure out the pose that he should have. He will probably bounce the head before he... The head is getting lower, but I think he will bounce, then go back down. Let's try that. So again, I use F5 to duplicate my layer, and I've got a new keyframe here, the same as the previous one. Let's try a few things and see how it works out. Trying to figure out the pose in my head. I don't want to look silly in front of the webcam, but I need that. And now let's try to have the head bounce a little bit. I will duplicate this frame, the first one, bring it back up, bring it back here. In order for this to be readable, I need to change a few things on this one. I need shadow down here, so maybe like this and like that. I want the arms to start lifting up when he's closing his, when the head is down, like he's doing this, raising his arm as he's bouncing the head. So on this frame, the arm should start to lift up. So they start here. They actually rotate like this. They don't just lift up like that, they rotate. So they will fan out like this, and the knee, the elbow is going to come inward, or not. Should probably just take the which one? Which is the one? This one. Should probably take the end. I should have made it maybe on another layer, but I don't mind repainting many times. I need to select the proper layer for that, for this. Wait. I will have to go from here to there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's say 6 pixels. So I should probably go 1, 2, 3 up and 1 to the side. 1, 2, 3. Select the proper layer again. 1, 2, 3, and 1 to the side. then I need to repaint it properly. The thumb is on the outside, so on this frame we might see it. Something like this, maybe here. Yeah. And then this one will be, I think I miscalculated. But it's okay. I will make it so it's faster at the beginning and then slower. You see, I had two frames to go from this, well, from this I should say, to that. And I placed this one in the middle. I shouldn't have, but it's okay. Now the last pose is going to be close to this one, so I'm going to copy this hand and paste it over this one. And see how it works out. Made a mistake on the pants. Let's fix that when I'll flatten this and then erase it. You see why I said it's taking a lot of time, right? I'm like 15 minutes in and there's not a lot of progress going on. And it might also be hard for you guys to understand what I'm doing sometimes. I know why I'm doing what I'm doing, but it might not be obvious. All right, let's lift this one slowly. Need some lighting to this. Oops. All right, I need to figure out a few frames to add because I don't think this will work as it is now. Maybe I need to bring the head on this one higher to increase the bounce. Or maybe stretch it instead of bringing it up. Like a stretch like this. It's a subtle animation, so it's not easy. What I will do to help me is create a little bit of idle before it's beginning. Like I will duplicate this one, close the eyes so he blinks as in the previous one, like the one that I did here, except he's not bouncing his head now. It's just blinking. Then he will come back to this. I will duplicate it. I could just create a frame and use this layer again, but I prefer to always duplicate. Should be here, I think. I duplicate, so if I want to add some secondary animation, I can do it. And I just realized when you blink, you're faster when you close than when you open. So I made this backward. This frame should be here. So here. And to help me also, right now I'm having a hard time to understand the general feel of the animation because everything is happening so fast and the movement are very subtle, right? There's not much movement going on. And to help me with that, what I will do, first one thing I can do is take all my animation frames and change it to 6 frames per second. All right. So as I was saying, when I've got so little movement on the frames, from frame to frame, and so little keyframes, I just got 2 keyframes here, it gets hard to understand where this is going. So I need to add more frames to have the time to see how it unfolds. One thing, I need to add all the secondary animations to this frame. Right now it's just 1 keyframe. I worked a lot on the first frame, like there's a lot going on here, but then boom, 1 frame for this, and that's too short. So I will duplicate it, come back 1 frame, and add some kind of overshoot, like the head is going down, and I will make it go lower for 1 frame, so it bounces. It's much better. What else can I add? I know I'm keeping in the back of my head, in the back of my mind, that I will have to work on the secondary animations on the hair, maybe on the shirt. But I want to make sure I've got all the frames that I need before I do that, because that's going to be very subtle, and it's going to be incremental between each frame. And if I decide to add a frame somewhere, it will screw up my secondary animation. It's always the thing that I do last. I'm trying to figure out what could happen after this, but I think it should just stay like this, but it will be a bit static, right? Maybe blink. I'll try and making blink, it's not complicated to make. And see if it works out or not. Not sure it will work, but whatever. Oh yeah, forgot. As I said earlier, I need to make the blink complete. And then get back to this frame. And try and make it longer, like 1 second for the last frame. Wait, what? Something is wrong. Why is... I copied the wrong one. Which is... Alright, this is the one I should copy. Or is it? Yeah. Oh yeah, I need to increase the length of this one, let's say 1 second. And let's get back to 12 frames per second now that I know what I've got. There's one frame that's too long. Here. I need something here. I need to duplicate this one and go lower. Wait a minute. Yeah, I need to go lower with this frame. So right here. Maybe squash. Yeah, that's probably better. And then before it's coming down, I need something else. I need a slight pause before it gets back. So it's like taking some momentum and then boom. It's almost like hitting with a punch. You take some time before you hit. You don't go, you take some time and then you hit. That's what I need with this pose. This pose needs to be quite a little bit longer. But I need to figure out what I will do with it. Maybe go from a stretch to an actual lift position. So cut back on the stretch, but bring the wall head higher. Yeah. Now I can feel the pose. And I can duplicate this one to just add secondary animations, but I'm trying to figure out if I should do it now or later. I can do it now. So they will look the same, but then I will add some movement in the air. See, now there's we can feel the bounce. Here I will want some secondary animation also before blinking. So I will add one. Checking the time, 50 minutes in. Well, you guys knew where you were stepping into, so it can be longer. All right, let's work on the hair now. It's going to be fun because that's something that I really enjoy doing, making the hair move. So here it will stretch in the back. Maybe not that much. Right, and here it will overshoot. It's going fast. Let's stop it and go frame by frame. I didn't tell you that, but on F2 and F3, I've got shortcuts to go forward and backward. Can probably go further than that. Let's accentuate everything. Like this. Let's make it bolder. And let's try so here it will look like this. Trying to exaggerate it and see how far I can push it. That might be too much. Then here it will bounce back like this. and then come back in place. I should look at what I have so far. I will add another frame before he moves down. So I can, on this frame, bring it forward a little bit. So it will bounce a little bit more. And on this one, I'm not sure about that one. I think it's a bit confusing. Let's see what I have. Yeah, that one, it works really great, except for this one. I need to figure out what to do with it. It should probably be simply in the back. Should probably do this. Maybe bring some of it. And this looks too broad. All right, what's next? So this one should go towards the front. Like this, maybe this should go down also. I will also work on this part and probably this strand of hair right there, this bang of hair. Yeah, works great. So stretch, squash, then it comes back in place, and I will make it bounce. So here it will be going 1 pixel to the right. I will move it this time and erase some of it. And this one will go slightly towards the front, but this needs to be subtle. Maybe just 1 pixel actually. Maybe not, maybe I need more than that. Yeah, it's better. I want to change something to the this frame. I want him to blink, because when you make a quick move with your head, to avoid confusion, you automatically close your eyes. And I think on this frame you should have closed eyes. And I'm still not sure about the blinking at the end. That's too much now. How does it look? Yeah, it's too much. Yeah. So about the blinking at the end. Sorry, I just hit the desk in front of the microphone. Sorry about that. I think it's weakening the expression at the end if he blinks. I don't think he should blink. And it's just one frame, so I can always come back and repaint what I need to repaint. Is this what it was? Can this work with the eye? How does it look? No, it blinks. Well, it flashes and it's not very pretty. But I will keep the eyes open, just not like that. And I think I need to have this in the shadow for it to read better. Here. Oops. Oh, come on. The undo in Photoshop is driving me nuts sometimes. Because if I undo, sometimes it will jump to another frame and another layer. And while you're animating, you don't want to undo in Photoshop. It's really not the best tool to animate, Photoshop. You see how much I had to modify things, create macros and create actions. It's not a good tool to animate. I want to try something with the arms. Maybe make them higher on this frame. Let's see. And then lower here. Let's try that. I will save so I can come back to it, even though I rarely come back to anything when I animate. And maybe keep the, no, that's not going to work. My nose is itching, in case you didn't notice. I was thinking maybe I could keep the ends lower so it bounces a little bit, but they will look as if they are staying in place and only the arm is moving, so it's not going to look good. But this could look nice. Yeah. And it will look even better if he goes lower here. Like this. And like this. There's something wrong. Oh yeah, I know. I've added some keyframes while he's lifting his hands and it's looking odd. You see this? I didn't think about it when I made it, so I need to change that now. The two of them, wow. Wow, so many frames before he reaches the higher point. All of these need to be the ends moving. That's not gonna look good. I need to think about it another way. There are too many frames to increment by 1 pixel every time. So I need to rethink and start moving up later and keep this pose longer. Like this pose should still be the same here. I'm talking about the arms and the ends right here. So the arms should be in that pose here, here, and start lifting up here. Then another pose here. Man, it's so long. It's not going to be easy at all. But one thing is sure. These two need to be this. But I don't want to lose the pose. So I will have to work in the middle of it, like here. Duplicate this to this maybe. And I will have 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. Or maybe I start here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I should do that. So I will keep this, copy the ends on this one, and I apply them to this one. That's what I'm going to do. So it's going to be very technical, this part. But I don't have a choice. I need to do that. And copy it on this one. And erase the end on this one. Need 1 blue pixel here. And then on this one, maybe cheat a little bit and bring this higher. And this too. That's a dirty hack, but it might work. Let's see. I hope I'm not screwing with my animation, because so it should start here. Yeah, it will work. So now what I need to do is get this pose. I can copy the entire thing, it doesn't matter. And apply it to this. Then apply it to this. And to this one too. Let's see what we have. Yeah, it's better. It's nice. I kind of want to create a loop, so I will add a few. Right now I'm happy with my animation. First, I should probably modify slightly on this side, like when I've got some bounce. So here maybe I should get something like this. Here I will add some bounce. Some stretch here. And some bounce again. Yeah. Then I will work on this strand, this bang of air. So here it will disappear. Here it will go something like this. And another bounce here. I'm not happy with that angle. I should probably just lower the entire, like this part, for instance. I don't like the angle it's making, so I should probably do this instead. And here, same thing. I'm not even sure it will work, but let's try it. It got a nice bounce to it, I like it. Now the shirt, same thing. This part of the animation is very easy, it's just a few pixels to push up and down. So when I will do the same, what I just did with this pixel, I will do the same with this line right here, maybe here. So it's lifting up. So I will lift it up here, maybe here, and here, and then it's going down. Same here. Then it's going up again. Up again. Wait a minute. Yeah, right here it should go up. Like so. Maybe this also. This time. Trying to exaggerate it on this frame because this is the moment where everything is flashing, right? Then everything goes down on this one. I will exaggerate it a little. Like so. Maybe even this. It's not looking pretty. This is not looking right. This one, oops, should stay like this. If you can hear my phone right now, it's probably Twitter. It's you guys. It's your fault. All those likes I got yesterday, my phone kept ringing with notification, which is a nice sound to hear, I'll be honest. Maybe it shouldn't move so much down there, right? Because all the movement is happening up there. So I will tone it down. Here, okay. That's probably too much. Let's see. No, it's nice. One thing I can do, maybe. Let's try something to add some movement to everything. Let's bounce the belt buckle. Let's bounce the belt buckle. See if it works. Yeah, it's nice. I will add some bounce to the shirt. I said I didn't want to animate it too much. Here it should go up slightly. I try and make it subtle. Just 1 pixel maybe. Yeah. It's nice. I don't like the way the mouse is opening. It's creating a circle. Maybe this is better. Yeah. I will add some bounce to the ends. Like they go down here. And they should go. Yeah. On this frame I will lower just the ends. And this is not correct. That's not what I need to do. Probably this. Alright, and when everything goes down on the big pose, like this one here, I will lower the pants a little bit. I don't know, maybe here too, and here. And then I will bring it back up gradually. Yeah. So now I know my animation is done, and I'm 1 hour 20 minutes in. What I will do is get back from this pose, create a loop, get back from this pose to this one. And it's going to be pretty easy because I've got the frames already. I've got this one. I will duplicate that. I'm trying to get the most neutral of all these, so there's no background animation. And I need one like this, but again here the area is not correct, so I will try and find one where it's correct. I don't have it, so I will take this one bring it all the way here and correct the air. And I need the hair like this. Yeah, see, that's working. Except the hair, everything is working. So I keep this face on the last frame and I'm good to go. So I copy this, paste it in place. We'll change the mouse. Maybe nothing at all. I need to erase some parts of it, like this. Now I get my loop. Yeah, of course, this is staying too long, and I don't know what to do with it, because there's no bounce or anything right here. But maybe I should, let's try and have it the same length as the others. Or maybe twice as long. Let's double the length. So I don't know. Yeah, let's double it. As soon as I double it again, it looks like it's posing. It's freezing, but I think it's still okay. One thing I can always do, so which is it? This one. I can set it to 16 because 0.16 was working, and duplicate it and add some slight modification to the second one. I don't know, maybe well, it's not easy actually to add anything to it. Maybe how does it look like? Let's see. This one is too long. And I can bring this one slightly longer, like 0.24. Yeah, that's working. Let's call it a day. I got my animation, it's working great. I'm happy with it. So it was 1 hour 25 minutes, so it's okay if I don't create an animation that's too complicated, and if I can create my character quickly, which is not always the case. You know, sometimes I take 45 minutes to create my character, so it's not a given. But one thing I can do, if you guys want me to do more animations and these videos, is like I did today, create my character and then figure out an animation I can do with it if I don't take too long to make the character, right? If it takes too long, then well, maybe I'll just leave it as it is and maybe animate it another time, I don't know. The thing is, the problem is not the length of the video, like 1 hour 25, to me it's fine. It's not even the time it takes to create it. The problem is I'm much slower when I'm recording myself than when I'm not recording myself, and that's a problem. My Splatoon animation took like 2.5 hours. If I were to record myself, it could be double that, so it's a bit too long. 5 hours on an animation is not fun. I need to stay focused and interested in what I'm doing. Right here, it just reached the point where I'm not interested in anymore, you know? At some point, you're fed up with your own animation. So yeah, I'm lucky I managed to finish this one. And I need to make sure I'm not too overly ambitious with my animations when I'm recording myself, because otherwise I would get bored and I will stop in the middle, and that's not good. So yeah, I will try to do that in the coming days and see how it goes. Okay? I'll see you around. Bye bye.